loves, welcome back to my channel, Liv's Locket. Today I have a pick a card reading for you all, and this is going to be messages from spirit. One thing I quickly want to say about general messages is that it's very important to use your own discernment, because everything that I say in this pile is not going to resonate and be for everyone, because this is not an individual message, it's a collective message. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. With that being said, let's begin. So the pile that you picked was Bountiful Harvest, and that is number 28. During my meditation for this pile, I did get some messages and visions, and the first thing that I saw while meditating was this very slow swirl, and then right after that, I saw a big hill with a house on top. So there is definitely some movement in some aspect of your life. Something is for sure coming in for you. It might not be as fast as you would like it, or there might be some what seems to be bumps in the road. There's a really strong spiritual feeling that I'm feeling towards this pile. During this time, you could definitely be experiencing a perspective shift and a spiritual awakening. I did also see a bee on a flower and a hand lightly grazing over it. And the feeling that I got with this vision was this freshness. For some of you, this could be literally like you're no longer killing bugs, or you're seeing nature in a different perspective. You could be out in nature a little bit more. If not, there is just going to be a perspective shift, especially within the heart chakra and emotions. There could be some of you out there that might have been a little bit closed off emotionally, a little bit numb, maybe nonchalant, and I see a melting of that. Let's see what the cards have to say. So I'm going to be using the deck called Ask the Witch Tarot, and I love this deck. I've been especially loving it during Halloween season. So Spirit, what do you have for the Group 1 Collective? So we have the Hangman, Judgment, and the Knight of Swords. So we have the Hanged Man, Judgment, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. And just to re-show you, the card that you picked was Bountiful Harvest. Okay, I'm getting a pretty clear message. And under the Nine of Swords, which was on the bottom of the deck, is the Five of Swords. So lots of swords energy, which is the mental. You could definitely be a little bit stressed right now. There could be some anxiety. Also, there could be a little bit of frustration. I see that you want something to come in and it's not coming in as fast as you would like, especially with this Hangman in reverse here. So I'm going to show you upright, but it is a person hanging from a cross and the sea is all around them and they clearly can't get out because they're tied there. So there is something that feels like it's out of your control. And I think the most frustrating part of this for you is that if it feels like it's supposed to be yours and it's meant to be yours, and it's not coming as quickly as you would like, or there's a lot more obstacles than you might have originally been expecting. Now I am getting a message, but I just want to clarify it really quickly. Okay, so Four of Swords came out. So again, with the swords, I feel like you could be doing more, or you don't know what else you could be doing in order for something to come in. So it almost feels like you take one step forward and then you go two steps back. And pile number 1, I feel like you might be running on empty right now. Like there's so much that you feel like you should be doing, or you feel like there's so much that you've already done and you haven't gotten the results that you thought that you would. But what you actually need right now is a perspective shift. I'm getting the sense that you feel like there's this delay and it might be driving you crazy because like you really either have like a vision or you're just ready to go. And I'm not sure what exact area in your life this is referring to. Let me see if I can get a card to clarify that. In what area of life is pile number 1 trying to manifest? Seven of Swords. Okay, wow, there is so much swords energy. So you could definitely be an air sign, which is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You could definitely be a air sign, Mercury, Sun, Moon, Rising. Just have a lot of air in your chart. I'm not really getting that there's one specific thing that you might want. There could be a lot of things, but the biggest obstacle and biggest thing that's in your way right now is your mindset with the Seven of Swords right here. There could have also been someone that recently did you a little bit dirty. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So there actually could definitely be someone that you felt like really did you wrong, especially in this card with the red flags in the background. And this might really bother you because you might have felt like you really knew this person, or you felt like you could really trust this person, or like you just like gave a lot of yourself to whatever this was. And this does not have to just be love. I mean, take it as it resonates. It could be friendships, it could be a business partner, it could even be like an entire workspace. Like you could have felt like you're giving so much to your work and they're not giving a lot in return. There's just this sense of you felt like you got done dirty. And this has you in your head a lot. Like I feel like you're very in your head right now, and especially with the Hangman right here. So the Hangman was actually in reverse, but I'm gonna show you upright so you can just see it better. So this person is tied to a cross with the ocean going crazy in the background. And then if you look closely, there is a nest with eggs right here, and then there is a eagle coming to take it. Someone literally could have stolen something from you, and this was a person that you thought you could really trust, and you're having a hard time letting them back into your life. This could be family, could be someone that you can't fully avoid, that you can't fully cut off, and that might be what has you actually feeling so stuck, which would make sense. What you need to know about the situation, pile number one, is that this actually doesn't have as much to do with you than it does with the other person or place if this is resonating. This message is pretty specific, so it's not going to be for everyone, but even seeing the Four of Swords right here in the first, ooh, I'm clumsy. But looking at this first little image right here in the background, it's a unicorn going against a dragon. And what that's telling me is that this is their karma, not yours. And this is not something that you're supposed to put on yourself or that you're supposed to burden yourself with. This is for the other person to learn. So this could actually just be like affecting different areas of your life and you don't even realize it. And what I mean by that is like your anxieties or your overthinking is just getting into like little parts of your life. You could be a little bit more frustrated than normal. You could be a little bit depressed. You could be isolating yourself a little bit. Nine of Wands. With the Nine of Wands here, you really need to work on your boundaries. You can't get away from this person. If this is family, for example, you need to put up really strong boundaries and be like, this is what I'm okay with, this is what I'm not okay with. And if they cross that line, you need to be vocal about it. With all these swords here, you could have to put a person in their place. You need to protect your peace, but it's like they did you dirty in some type of way, and now you're carrying the weight of that, but that's not your weight to carry. It's their weight to carry. It's not your karma, it's their karma. And whatever happened was supposed to come to light. It was supposed to happen, and the reason why it was supposed to come to light was so you could be aware, you could remove yourself from the situation, and then you can do better. You get better because something good is happening for you. Like there is a blessing trying to come in, especially with this Bountiful Harvest card. And when I was meditating and I saw that large hill in the slow swirl, it's like it's still moving, it's still coming for you because it's meant for you, but your energy is so wrapped up in this situation that it's just going slower than it could be. And that is not to discourage you in any way because it's yours and it's going to happen either way, but it's just to tell you that you're meant to let this go. Put up your boundaries and this blessing's going to come in. So what this blessing is, what is this blessing that wants to come in for pile number one? What is this bountiful harvest? What is this gift? Three of Cups. Okay, so this is like a new group of people. I'm definitely getting like these are people. Three of Cups here. This is definitely this could be friends. This could be a new group of friends that want to come in for you. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. You guys, oh my God. So this is already yours. You've already manifested this, and you could actually be manifesting it. You could be manifesting like a coven. You could be manifesting a close group of friends, you know, friends at work, friends to go traveling with. And this is coming in for you, and these people are meant to find you, and you're meant to meet them and have a good times with them. And that is the blessing that is coming for you. Like, I'm getting soul family. That's how this feels. This feels like soul family. They're like dancing around a moon. Also, with the worlds in the Bountiful Harvest card, you're gonna be friends with these people for the rest of your life. No matter how you meet them, they're coming in for you. You're giving too much of your time and energy to people that don't deserve it. That's the message. And it's creating less and less space for your soul tribe to come in. And they're gonna come in either way. Like, you know, I'm not trying to like freak you out in that way. Like, this is yours, because I get really strongly that you have good karma for you. These friends are gonna come in quicker when you stop giving your energy to the people that don't deserve it. What's also coming through right now is you might wanna meet more friends that have common interests with you. And if you're scared to do stuff on your own, don't be. So for example, if none of your friends are into a music genre that you're into, go to a concert by yourself, and don't be scared to. Like, if you ever think, oh, like, I wish I could go to this concert with a group of friends, it seems like so much fun, go yourself, because I think that you can meet people there. Another example is if you're super into witchcraft and spirituality and you wish you had more like witchy friends to go to meditation circles with, or like, I don't know, do witchcraft with, go to an event by yourself. I'm getting that you might be a little bit scared to do things by yourself, or that might make you feel uncomfortable, but actually get excited that that makes you uncomfortable. And that could be the perspective shift that you need, is getting the confidence to do things on your own, because I think that you're actually going to find a lot of inner power when you do that. You're going to find a lot of confidence because like you're conquering a fear of yourself, and these people are going to come in for you. And if you're alone, you actually might be able to be a little bit more yourself, surprisingly. So for example, like if you go to a witchcraft event and you're with a friend who isn't really into witchcraft, it might hold you back from like fully expressing your interest in witchcraft or putting yourself out there a little bit more. And if you were to be by yourself, and let's just say like you're talking to like a vendor, I think that the conversation is going to flow a lot easier without like, I don't know, like some type of like judgment. You know, you might like feel judged or something. I don't really exactly know what this is. I mean, if it resonates with you, you'll know. But you need to make space for your soul tribe to come in. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about the gifts with? Anything else regarding the gift that's coming in for pile number 1? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I do also read intuitively, so I do go based off the meaning of the cards, but I also intuitively get messages as well. And what I'm mostly getting with this Queen of Pentacles in particular, and it did come out reverse, it's like this lone wolf energy. Another message for someone is you could have gone through a spiritual awakening, because when I was meditating, I got a really strong spiritual sense. So something could have happened in your life. It could have been like a near-death experience. It could have been a breakup. It could have just been a depression, or it just came upon you suddenly. But whatever this was, I'm getting it really shifted your perspective on life. And I think you might have a more spiritual outlook on life. The things that you used to resonate with no longer resonate with you as deeply, I'm getting. It doesn't have to be that extreme. It could be a breakup, it could be the end of a friendship, it could be the end of a job. But whatever it is, I'm just getting that you don't look at things the way that you used to. And that could have you feeling a little bit lost right now. And if this message is resonating with you, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You're just gonna find something that you've been looking for once you take the first steps to try something new. And this might be at first by yourself, but then you're gonna meet your people. You're gonna meet your people when you kind of branch out. you need to branch out. You might be like always hanging around the same group of people. You might be kind of always doing the same type of things. And there's something about you needing to like leave that, especially with this card right here. It just makes me feel like with all the swirls, like a different path. You're meant to go somewhere else. If you're currently going through a hard time right now, as you're reading this, just know that it's about to get better for you. And no matter what, this is meant for you. You're meant to meet these people, and these people are meant to meet you. And these people want to meet you just as bad as you want to meet them. So don't overthink it. There's something with like overthinking it. Like you might kind of be like, oh, is that dumb if I just said that? Or is it dumb if I wear this? Or if I go alone, is that stupid? Like you kind of could be thinking of those things, but these people aren't going to think that about you because these people are meant for you. Like they understand you. I'm going to do my clarifier shuffles and see if there's anything else that would like to be said. So is there anything else that you like to say for pile number 1? I keep hiccuping, so you might have the hiccups, or that could be confirmation. 2 of Wands in reverse. These people are closer than you think they are, and I just saw 11. I just saw the number 11, so you might be seeing 1111, or 1111 could be confirmation for you. But with it being in reverse, it makes me feel like these people are closer than you think in proximity. So like, for example, if you're into chess and you want to meet people who are into chess, like there could be a chess club in your town and you don't even realize it. If you're looking for love and you keep going like out of town to find love, you actually, I feel like, might find them within your town or close proximity. Like this is closer than you think it is, but because you might be so caught up in one group or one setting, you might not even realize that these people are so close to you. As you can see in this card, this man is holding on to this one wand very tightly and he's close to it. And he's not even looking at this other wand that's literally right next to him. Like he's not even acknowledging it. And that's what I'm picking up on. It's like you don't even realize there's this whole other community or this whole other group or this friend that's like right down the street from you. That's what this feels like. It's like you one day maybe like walk your dog or whatever and you bump into this neighbor that you have so much in common with. And you're like, holy shit, I didn't even realize you're right down the street from me. If it's not in proximity, then this blessing is closer than you think. But I am getting actually like proximity. Like it does feel like a physical thing. But if that doesn't resonate with you, then this could just be like this dream or this manifestation of yours is close. You have to like look at it. You have to acknowledge it. And I will be pulling one oracle card for you, but I just want to see if there's any more tarot that wants to come through. Is there anything else you have to say for group number 1? Okay, so I don't take cards when they come out in a group. I only take the card if it comes out in one. Let's see. Anything else you'd like to say for pile number 1? Again, this is a group of cards, so I'm not going to take it. I only take 1. Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is, I think this is just confirming what I just told you with the Four of Pentacles. It's literally right by you. I'm intuitively picking that up with this card, especially with the city in the background. You might live in a city or you might live near a city where you find these people, but actually looking at it a little closer, it does look like a village. So again, this could just be like in your town, but it's here. Like that's what I'm getting. Like it feels like it's literally here. Like the people that you're looking for, the person you're looking for, the job, it's like right there. It's right there. You don't have to go far. You just have to get outside of your comfort zone. That's what it is. You have to just get outside of your comfort zone. You have to try new things, maybe by yourself, go to a restaurant by yourself, do something by yourself within your town or in your city. And I think that you're gonna find what you're looking for. It might not be the first time. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you're gonna find this like new beginning and it's gonna feel so good because it's just gonna be like your thing. It's gonna be something that's like, you can get away from whatever is stressing you out. If you can't get away from these people, like I said, like if it's family or if it's like a coworker and like these coworkers you actually hang out with in your free time as well. These new people are going to be so refreshing for you, and you're really going to emotionally connect with them. You could also be very creative together. Again, very spiritual. These people could be like down to do witchy shit with you. But this is going to kind of take you away from the mundane. It's going to take you away from your everyday life in a good way. And it's going to show you a new perspective. That's another thing. Perspective keeps coming through, and these group of people could show you a new perspective. I keep saying these people, but it could be just a friend, a lover. They're going to be very open-minded. They're not going to judge you. I'm getting like an extreme open-mindedness from them. You guys might like to, you know, dance together, go out together, maybe like get drinks. Even if like you don't drink alcohol, like I still feel like you guys could like go get mocktails or something. I don't know, like there's a really fun, free, non-judgmental, open-mindedness, fully accepting energy that I'm getting from these new people. You could also, with the proximity, already know this person, but you're not too close to them yet. But you guys are really gonna click. And it's like really sweet and it's cute. Before we end the reading, I'm gonna do one more shuffle. Anything else you'd like to say? Okay, so there's nothing else for tarot. 6 of Cups did come out in the bottom of the deck. So again, this could be love. It doesn't have to be, obviously, but really cute, sweet energy, pile number 1. I'm gonna pull a self-care oracle card from you because the Knight of Swords is really sticking out to me, and I just feel like you could be stressed right now. And this is for if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed out, this is really going to help you. As I was breathing, I did get an image of a guitar. So if you play the instrument, or if you like instrumentals, playing the guitar or listening to instrumental music could really help calm you down. But let's see. Movement. So dancing, going to the gym, going for a walk. Again, this is also making me think of you doing something by yourself, especially with this aura vibrating off of this woman. I think that the more stuff that you do alone, the more confidence that you're going to gain in yourself, and it's really going to affect your aura. Like, these people are going to find you when you're alone. And when I say that, I really don't want it to come across like I'm telling you to isolate yourself, because I do not want you to isolate yourself, and that's not the message that I'm getting. It's just like going for a walk by yourself, maybe going to an event by yourself, doing something spontaneous alone. But also like going to the gym, dancing, yoga, especially if you're feeling anxiety and anger, and if someone did you dirty, going to the gym could help you like get a lot of that energy out. So movement, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have read. So maybe getting lost in a book will help you as well. But I'm just gonna leave movement out because that's the card that fell out. Quickly, I wanna mention, I forgot it, so I didn't say anything, but after I saw the guitar, I did see a spell. So if you do practice witchcraft, casting a spell for your mental health could really do wonders for you. And also casting a spell to bring in your soul tribe, I think would work. I think that would work. The last card I'm going to pull is from this Animal Guides deck. And my intention with this is whenever you see this animal, it's a sign that you're on the right track. Whenever you see this animal, it's a sign that your tribe is coming in or good things are happening to you. Take it as a positive omen. What animal wants to come through for pile number 1? What animal is supporting pile number 1? What animal wants to make themselves known to pile number 1? Okay, well, animal deities came in. So divinity, guidance, wisdom. Again, with the wolf, I'm really getting a lone wolf. So definitely actually look out for wolves, because also with this card, with the wolf right here, and this wolf being so front and center, I feel like that animal is really guiding you towards your pack. Yeah, wolf is coming through very strongly. On the bottom of the deck, we have owl. So again, with the wisdom, there's 2 wisdom cards coming out. This new group of people are going to be very wise. You're also shifting into a more wise perspective and mindset for yourself. But just know whenever you see a wolf or you see an owl that you're on the right track and that they are helping you bring these manifestations to life. Whatever is bothering you, whoever is bothering you, if someone did you dirty, that is for them to feel, that is their karma. And it's not for you to absorb, it's for them to absorb, reflect, and learn from. But it is not for you. What's for you is this new abundance that's trying to come in for you. And again, movement, I'm just realizing this now actually. When I was meditating, I kept seeing that slow spiral. And I feel like movement is just another sign. There's movement for you. There's movement in your desires, in your manifestations. It's mostly just getting your mindset in check. And another thing that's coming through is that you actually might meet these people while going to a dance class or going to a yoga class. An exercise class. You might find your people there. And that is everything that I'm picking up for pile number 1. I hope this resonates. If it does, leave a comment down below. Tell me why. I will give you guys a close-up of this spread. I want to take a second to thank my guides and your guides for allowing me to channel today. And I will see you next week with a new video. Bye. Hello, if you chose pile number 2, then this is your reading. I quickly want to say this is a collective and general message, so everything that I say is not necessarily for you. It's very important with online tarot readings to use your own intuition and discernment. If something does not resonate with you, if it does not fit, do not force it to fit, just let it go. If these messages don't resonate with you, that is okay. They're not supposed to resonate with everyone. You could always try to choose a different pile, or maybe a different video is just meant for you. So with that being said, I want to get into the downloaded messages I have for you guys. So while I was meditating on pile 2, I kept hearing freedom and then I heard give up. So I feel like you could be feeling a little bit down right now. You could be feeling depressed. Your sense of self-worth could be a little bit down right now, or you could be going through some financial struggles. I also saw a paintbrush, so I could have some creatives in here. I did see a tune fork as well, so you could also do tarot yourself. You could do Reiki for sure, psychic work. I am getting this like sense of just like a little bit depressed, feeling down. But let's get into the cards and get a little bit more about that energy. I am currently using the Ask the Witch Tarot. Please come through, Spirit, with any messages for pile number 2. What messages does Spirit have for pile number 2? Okay, so something I quickly want to say, when more than one card comes out, I put it back in the deck because I only take cards when one card falls out. It's just a preference, but it resonates for me, so. While I was closing my eyes, I did see angel babies like Cupid, so this could be a little bit in regards to love. But again, we'll see. I'm just kind of telling you what I'm picking up on because it might resonate for you. You could have angels in your room. You could connect with angels. You could be into vintage. And if you are, it's just further confirmation that this pile is meant for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Star in reverse. And we have the Five of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Swords, along with the Shift Your Energy card that you picked for your pile. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, I do definitely feel like you might be going through a little bit of a hard time right now. It's going to vary from person to person watching this. You could be depressed. You could just be a little bit down. I'm just gonna flip these over so I can see the cards a little bit clearly, but I do read reversals. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I'm gonna switch it upright just so you can see. There is rocky seas in the background. And that makes me feel like you could be going back and forth with something regarding a wish or a manifestation that you really want to see through. This definitely could be something creative. I'll pull more cards later to further tap into that. But with the Star in reverse, I feel like you think that you're being very delusional, and that I just keep hearing too good to be true. Like, you could feel like you need a miracle in order for this to work out in your favor. You could also feel like you need to like come back down to reality, or like life doesn't work that way. There could be people around you that's making you feel this way. There could also just be like circumstances in your life that makes you feel like it's just not going to work out for you. Like, I feel like there's something that you really want is just, you feel like it's not going to work out for you, and you're stupid for ever thinking that it would. That's what I'm feeling right now. You could also be, because of this, a lot more agitated. You could feel like you're in an unlucky season of your life. And I just feel like with this Five of Wands here, like you're really like irritated about it. You could be getting in more arguments than normal, or there could just be more like bumps in the road and inconveniences than normal. Ace of Swords was on the bottom of the deck. And I think that you really want a new beginning. You want a fresh start. You want to like turn the page and have a clear new page. This is also mentally, because I set the paintbrush in my head, I'm just going to use, like, if you're an artist, for example, it's like you almost wish you had a better idea. Like, you might not think you're good enough. Like, you're like, oh, like, I wish I thought of that painting, or I wish I could. You might be in a creative slump right now, and you wish that you could just like clear your mind and have like this epiphany or something. I'm gonna pull some more cards and get a little bit more into this. Why is pile 2 going through a hard time right now? What is this? King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this definitely could be regarding a job, regarding money. You could be thinking, I thought I would be a lot farther along than what I am right now. So if you had, like, let's just say if you were like, by 27, I'm going to be a millionaire, and that didn't happen. And like, you could be really, really coming down hard on yourself, honestly, I'm getting, because things aren't working out in the way that you thought. Or in your job, whether you're an artist or you work in corporate, you could have had this big like pitch, or you could have had this big grand reveal of your art, and it just didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. With this Ace of Swords and the Shift Your Energy card, and I'm feeling like overwhelmed. Like, I low-key feel like I almost like want to cry. So like this could actually, like, you could really, really be coming down hard on yourself for this. You need to shift your energy. There's a lot of butterflies in the Shift Your Energy card, so you almost need to transmute it, because there's something going on that you're not quite seeing. But it's weird, because at the same time, you actually might know that with the Ace of Swords here, or you could be coming into this clarity. What can you tell me about this? What was the reasoning? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there's 2 aces here with Shift Your Energy. So this is definitely like, it's just not happening on your terms, or it's not happening the way you thought it was going to happen. There is definitely, if you are struggling financially first, I want to say that there is a new beginning for you, and I do see money coming in. I see that very strongly. If you're struggling mentally right now and you're really down on yourself with the Ace of Pentacles, I do see a new perspective coming in for you, a new way of looking at your situation that's going to have you feeling really good. So if you are currently going through a hard time, just know it's going to get better. Why do they have to shift their perspective? Can I get a clarifier for the... I just heard, why are you being so negative? But not kind of like in a naggy way. Queen of Wands. Okay. Pile number 2. If something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out, or the way that you really envisioned yourself, it's okay. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means it's not going to happen the way that you thought it was going to happen. You could have fixed energy in your chart. So that is Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. You don't have to, but it could be in your big three. It could also be in your Mars sign. So you could be like a Taurus Mars, you could be an Aquarius Mars. Now, pile number 2, I'm getting 2 messages. The first message that I'm getting is if you're currently going through a hard time right now, just know that there is a new beginning coming for you, and it's gonna have you feeling on top of the world. You're gonna be feeling so confident and sure of yourself. The second message that I'm getting is if you already went through this hard time and you have found this new beginning, just know you could be leveling up in a workspace or in social status. Again, just like this like confident, bright energy that I'm getting, and you could be advancing in any creative pursuits. You also could be taking up a leadership position. If a leadership position just fell through for you, know another one is coming. If a raise fell through for you, there's another one coming. Like there's something else coming through that's gonna make you feel on top of the world, and specifically very confident. If you work in the creative industry, you're gonna have a win. You're gonna have a big win coming up, and you're really gonna solidify your spot in that industry. I don't fully even know what that means, but okay, so this was the only card flipped upright, so I'm gonna take it, and it is the 5 of Cups in reverse. Now, again, you feel like you lost out on something. There is just this feeling of loss. But what you don't see is this loss is bringing you exactly what you want. You're also meant to go through this loss because you are meant for a leadership position. You are meant to be a leader, and going through this hard time and going through this loss, especially with the King of Pentacles here, is supposed to be for you to experience what it's like. Like you're almost, before you get this position, whatever exactly it is, it's just like you're meant to experience the opposite of that, so you know what it's like when you are in this leadership position. That's coming through really, really strongly. Okay, I feel like I get it now. So with the shift your energy, especially with these 2 aces, there is a new beginning for you. Now, if you are going through a hard time, if something did fall through, I'll use the same example. So if you felt like you were supposed to be a millionaire by 27 and that didn't happen, that's just an example. You're meant to know what that feels like, because you're meant to lead people, or people are going to really look up to you, and you'll be able to tell them, oh, don't worry, I've been there. I understand what it's like. You're going to be a very passionate, creative, and bright, confident leader. And what's going to make you so confident is your past struggles, because like you brought yourself out of something, or like you persevered. You had to go through this hard time in order to be the leader that you really envisioned for yourself and that you want to be. Page of Wands. Okay, so with the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands, what I'm really, really picking up here is that there's going to be people that are really, really going to look up to you because you've experienced all the up and downs in whatever industry that you want to be in. If you want to start your own business, your employees are really, really going to respect you and look up to you because they know that once you are in their shoes, you don't get it easy, but because of that, your reward will be greater. That's what I'm picking up on. That's the message. It sucks because you know, you thought you had something and it might have fallen through, but because of that loss, you gained a specific wisdom that you wouldn't have gotten if you were to just get what you wanted when you wanted it. You understand what it means to be a leader. I am getting another message right now. If you feel like you always have really shitty bosses and managers and you feel like you always have a hard time with them, you're meant to. And you could feel really down about this and you could feel really frustrated about this and not understand why you always have shitty managers, shitty bosses. But it's because you're meant to know what it's like on the other side. So when you become a manager and when you become a leader, you don't do the same thing that those bosses did to you, to your people. And because of that, people are really going to look up to you and respect you. And it's going to give you a lot of, what's the word? Like, I'm gonna say like brownie points, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. But it's like, because you're gonna have a really good reputation. That's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna have a really, really good reputation. People will want to work hard for you. People will want to do business with you. And a big part of that is going to be because you know how to be a good leader, because you've had shitty leaders in the past. The leader's coming through really strongly. It's like you're gonna do things different with the Ace of Swords. It's like, if you have a really shitty boss right now, you're like, okay, that's how you are, but when I have my own business, I'm not doing it this way. I'm gonna be fair and I'm gonna be respectful and I'm gonna have nobility. And because of that, your energy is really going to shine and you're going to get a lot of opportunities. You're gonna get a lot of money, I'm seeing. You're gonna be known to have a lot of respect. So you're gonna be known in your workforce or your creative projects as someone that people can rely on and someone that people want to do business with because you know how to be a leader. That's what this entire shitty situation is teaching you right now. So if you're going through a hard time, it's almost like a lesson to later know how to lead people. 7 of Cups. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot on your plate. If you're overwhelmed with work right now too, or if you have a lot going on, again, it's preparing you for when you are in this leadership position. You're also going to know what to look for while working with people because you see how these cups, one's a snake, one's a head, one is like a monster, one is jewelry. You're gonna know who to trust. I feel like intuitively, you're gonna know who to trust. You're gonna know what moves to make. You're gonna know what to do because of your experience. This is totally giving like boss energy, but like in a, dude, strength, are you kidding me? Okay, like just totally validating what I just said. There is such a like noble energy coming through in the best way possible. And that is what you might not see. And that's why you have to shift your perspective a little bit because you might be seeing this. When I was channeling in the meditation before pulling your cards, I kept hearing like, I give up. But no, this is just a lesson for you to get to this point. You know, you need to know what it's like to go through a hard time. So when you're in a position of leadership, you'll be able to help people. This doesn't have to be like corporate. You don't have to like be a boss. This could even be like mentoring. So like you could be going through a hard time right now, but then you'll know how to mentor people later. Seeing this Strength card, how she's closing her eyes. And if you can see, this right here is a lion made out of fire. And she doesn't even seem stressed. Like she knows what to do. And especially with the 7 of Cups coming out as well, these things that other people might kind of like stress out about and freak out about, you're gonna be like, I got it. And you're gonna handle it. If you're into the creative industry, maybe you're trying to like put on a show for like music or something and something goes wrong, right? Like maybe like the lights go out or whatever. While everyone's like freaking out, not knowing what to do, you're gonna be like, this, and that. Like you're just gonna be such a good leader. You're gonna know how to lead people and you're not gonna stress out and you're not gonna let outside influences and the chaos of the outside stress you out. This is kind of giving like divine masculine energy. So even if you're a woman watching this, when it comes to your work and your job, there's something about you like stepping into your divine masculine energy where you just feel very confident, sure of yourself. You're not letting outside influences gear you off your path or kind of like get to you. Think of like a really wise old man, right? Like he's not getting tripped up over inconveniences. He knows what to do because he has that experience and because he knows who he is. And that's what I'm getting with your message. You're gonna have the experience, you're gonna have the confidence, you're gonna have the resources, you're gonna have the connections. You might get there by going through some hardships. But don't let it get you down, pile number 2. I'm gonna do my clarifier shuffles and see if there's anything else that they would like to say. Temperance in reverse. With shift your energy and Temperance in reverse, try not to, and with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse actually, if there's an inconvenience, try not to sway all the way over to like, oh, life's over, or like this is never gonna happen. Even like the thing I channeled earlier, like I'm giving up. Don't be so one way. try to find a little bit of balance and try to work through your inconveniences and your mishaps with like, what is this trying to teach me? Or if something does go off track, just think, how can I fix this? How can I bring this back to where I want it? Don't freak out, because I think right now, if you are going through a hard time, you could be going to one extreme to the other, to one extreme to the other, right? So like something doesn't work out the way you want it to, you give up, or you're never doing it again. And then if something works out, you're like all in. But you need to have a little bit more balance. You need to find a middle and just ride the wave and let the journey take you to where you know you're gonna go. If you know what you want out of life and you know where you want to go, then you're gonna go there. Claim it, it's yours. The journey is not up to you. The journey is just life, right? Like life happens. And you need to learn how to ride the wave and just let things come together as they do. And I'm hearing right now, if you feel like your life is falling apart, your life is actually falling into place. So to you right now, it might seem like this is a disaster, this is over, like I'm done. But in reality, it's just shifting you to where you're meant to go, into a new opportunity, which is the Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna do my clarifier shuffles. So nothing else came out for the tarot, so there's no more messages. I will say on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a very positive card, and it's just further confirmation that you are headed in the right direction and that you are going to end up at a place where you are very, very happy and confident, and you are going to end up very happy, very fulfilled, very confident. This is a very fulfilling card, and you're gonna feel like this is what was meant to happen in a very positive way. I am going to pick one last oracle card for you, and I did grab a bunch of oracle decks because I was planning on just picking the deck that goes best with the reading. But because I'm getting a stressed out vibe, and I even did in the last pile a little bit, pick a self-care oracle. Let's see, what is a self-care ritual that pile number 2 can do for themselves? When I was closing my eyes, I saw a pair of lips. So if you do makeup, doing your makeup could make you feel really good and really confident. Getting ready could make you feel really nice and confident. If you practice glamour magic, that could also make you feel really good, and it could bring you a lot of peace. So with those lips, I'm picking up affirmations. So saying affirmations to yourself could bring you back to centering yourself if you are feeling very anxious and one way, just to balance yourself. Connect with fire. I'm getting a couple different messages with connect with fire. One is if you do practice witchcraft, try a burning ritual. If you don't practice witchcraft, that's okay. You can also just write down all of your fears and everything that you want to release on a piece of paper and just burn it. It could just help you to feel better. Also, I'm getting with this confidence, do something that makes you feel very confident. So again, put on an outfit that makes you feel really good. Or if you always feel really good after going to the gym and you feel confident, go to the gym. Going to the gym actually can make you feel really good, especially with this Connect with Fire card. Connect with any type of passion that you do just for fun. So if you love to draw, if you love to sing, if you love to go dancing, go do that. Like, go have fun and do something that makes you feel good and makes you feel confident. That's gonna help you deal with this situation a lot better and a lot clearer. I think if you blow off some steam, that will help you to look at the situation more level-headed. And on the bottom of the deck, I have clean your space. And with the shift your energy card as well, it makes me think of getting rid of any negative thoughts. It could quite literally also mean to clean your space. You might feel a lot better after that. Even like taking a cleansing shower, envisioning light just pouring all over you could have your energy feel a lot more centered. I'm also getting with those two cards, connecting with your purpose could really help. So in your notes app even, you can write down, why are you doing what you're doing? So why do you want to become a painter? Why do you want to be a leader? And you can always look back to that notes app to give you some inspiration and to kind of bring you back on your path. The last cards that I'm going to pull are these Animal Guides deck. And this is with the purpose of, if you see this animal, just know you're on the right path. If you see this animal, know that this message is confirmation. Know that this animal is guiding you and protecting you. This is just for once this reading is over, finding these animals will be further confirmation that this reading is for you and that your guides are with you. What guides want to cross their path? Owl. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I wasn't gonna say anything about the last pile, but I also got owl for pile number 1. So you definitely could be coming from pile number 1. You definitely don't have to be, but just know if you see an owl on your path, that this message is for you. I don't know why I kept shuffling, so I'm just gonna do 3 shuffles and see if one card falls out. But if not, okay, no cards fell out. I did get coyote. Just know if you see a coyote, that is another confirmation that you are on the right path. And I quickly want to say that these don't have to be live animals. If you see a picture of a coyote, if you see a picture of an owl, if you are reading a book, an owl comes out, that is confirmation that the owl and coyote are with you. I am going to show you guys a close-up of these cards. I hope this reading resonated with you. I want to take a moment to thank your guides and my guides for coming through today and me being able to read for you and share this message. If this did resonate, please leave a comment down below. Tell me why. But I quickly just want to say thank you so much for joining me in today's reading, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye!